Okay, I absolutely adore this light fixture. Jeff picked this and I completely love it. And I love Jeff's choice of artwork here. The idea I know that he had was to do major pieces in black and white, but then add in pops of color using the artwork. And I think it's just so well done. I'm so lucky I work with amazing people. Love this feature here. I think it's so beautiful. And these lights, I was joking with Jack, I said, oh my gosh, those look like organs. You know, like you have a big flute, I guess they are. These kind of things are becoming really lit sculptures. In modern design, you have really different window treatments because the windows themselves are very different. In this particular house, the windows are actually U-shaped, so they really create some challenges in terms of doing blinds. It's just going to be very difficult to black out. So in our case, what we did was we made sure we did shears or drapes that went all the way across. Headboard fits into the wall here. Beautiful layering of taupes and neutrals. I absolutely love this bathroom. I don't know, the simplicity of it, but there's lots of details as well that I really like. First of all, it's a pair, and so it's a tandem bathroom. There are 2 bedrooms that actually come on and connect into this particular one. I love the idea of the raised bowl here with the countertop. Jeff was really thinking about this and just thought he loved that idea, and then loved this different edge on it. This is again what we call a knife point edge, which is really fun. And the idea of circle here, soft edges. Remember, curves are really a new look that we're seeing. And then he selected all the artwork that is all angular. So honestly, the details, spectacular in here. It just makes me happy in here. I don't know, it must be the circles or something. This room is all about the purple, lavender. Look, this is the way you get color in a room where you still want to do neutrals. You do it on things like the drapery or the artwork, or you add it to the bed. But here's something that's really fun. Again, how we were talking about curves. Look what's happening to headboards. They're starting to get curved. They're starting to take on a different feel than they have in the past. So whereas we had always a straight boxy, now we're starting to see that curve migrate its way to headboards as well. So look out, you're going to see more of this coming. This room to me is perfect. I love this room. Again, it's ode to color, where you have color that can be reduced or increased depending on how you're feeling. So the bed in itself is a very, very, very pale pink, and if you look into the ensuite, it's actually a dusty rose on the wall. Very, very soft, almost a neutral, because it's a beige with a pink undertone. So if you're tired of gray, tired of beige, try some of the tinted neutrals. They're going to give you just a different feel in here, in any room that you do. It's kind of like, if you remember, maybe you were a kid and you would take a lampshade and then you'd throw a scarf over top of it and it would change the color of the room. That's what we're really starting to see happen with paint colors as well. Great double bed, lots of light, great artwork that picks up on the colors and really fills the wall. So don't be scared to do big art. It's really a great way to add a very nice element to the space. Okay, this is the one that if you love color, you're gonna love this. Okay, Jeff, I remember Jeff working on this, and he struggled because he's like, I want to do a colored headboard. I need to find a colored headboard. He and Susanna worked so hard to get this room to work. And you know, that's the thing. These are designers, and sometimes they have trouble too, because it was hard to find exactly everything that they were looking for. So I personally love emerald green, so I was super happy to see this. Love the green. The sheeting is from IKEA, so it just goes to show there's lots of color available in the marketplace. But here's the thing, if you add in a lot of color, you want to neutralize it. The best way to neutralize it in any room, and I'll tell you this because I've worked in color for 30 years, is add black or add white to the room. They're like baselines that help the color settle into the space. So I think this room is glorious. It's just lovely and has so much energy and sophistication all at the same time, and you cannot accuse anyone of it being boring beige, I'll tell you that. Here's a bathroom that really takes advantage of the details. There is a lot of planning that went into this room, starting with the floor tile. This tile is made, as you can see, in a pattern to come together into chevron. This is made by, I believe, Olympia tile, and you order bits and pieces and then you lay it out on the floor. And this is where Jennifer and Stephanie, Jeff and Susanna worked very hard to get the pattern to work. So they've done the detail here, and then that detail is mirrored in the wall in the shower. And it just adds this really cool, different element. What makes this more unique is that the vanity itself is floating, and it has a very strong furniture element to it in that it looks like two dressers pushed together, made out of high gloss surface and metal. Where I think the real detail comes in, and this is why you hire a designer, is they've all really thought about how the mirror would look. Notice that the mirror mirrors the idea of the chevron on the floor, and even the light fixture picks that up. So those are the kind of details that really make someone think. You wouldn't think to do it until you see it in place, and you think, what a good idea. See, this is why we work with smart people, because they think of these things that make a space just that little bit more. The master bedroom here is really, again, an ode to beautiful design from the 70s, but also with a really nice modern twist to it. So although it is modern, it's not cold modern. It's got a lot of warmth here when you look at it. So first of all, the headboard runs across the entire wall, which is lovely because it gives this softness to it, and it makes the room very comfortable because sound-wise, you don't get that echo. It's a pretty big room. King bed, lots of full bedding on here. So again, it's that idea of being layered. Black is the accent color. Then we have the wall unit, which is really quite modern. So let me just show you a few things here. First of all, the fireplace is built into it. This is an electric fireplace. Kind of nice in the wintertime. There is no hardware at all, so everything is touch match, which means you push it and it opens. So make sure it's not high gloss because your fingerprints will show. And the other thing that we made sure that we did was we actually built in the TV here behind rolling panel doors. So the idea of this is to give you the sense that you're in a hotel, things are hidden, like a suite where if you want the technology, it's available, but I don't have to see it all the time. So a very different look than we've seen in the past. Again, we have that nice blonde floor with the dark detail around the edge. Big window, so we have lovely drapes here to make sure that we frame it off. Just want to show you these wonderful chairs from Mark Antonio. This is another furniture builder here in Toronto, and I have to say we're so blessed in this city. We have so many great crafters. Why not just buy local? What I love about these chairs is they're open. So if you have a great view behind you or a lot of light, why put in a closed chair? These are just as comfortable, but this open piece here allows you to get the light through. So this is one of those details that designers think about. They don't just randomly pick any chair. They've really thought about how that chair stands out. Master bathroom. This room is a very comfortable room. It's big, but not oversized. It's just what you need. There's a point where space is just wasted, and this is really well thought out. So the idea here is that you have a large porcelain sheath that sits on the floor. It's actually a tile. This is Olympia tile. And you can see there's no grunt lines. So what's nice about that is less cleaning. And this is the direction that we're really seeing tile take. the next thing we did was line up all the rest of the tiles so that the grout lines were all equally laid out. So this is something that we're very picky about, and this was Jennifer and Stephanie who put tons of time into making sure that everything was in the right place. Then we have our freestanding tub that sits in front of our onyx wall. Now this actually lights up. You can't see it because it's such a bright day today, but in the evening you get the light behind the onyx and you get this beautiful glow off of this wall. Just because, why not? Then we have our wonderful floating vanity here, and we have a Cambria top in gray. And here's something different that Jeff did, which I think is really cool. He hung his pendants, but to the side, which is really nice. So I still have my mirror, no problem. And then he added a single pendant in the middle. And here's the challenge, is getting all these pendants hung at exactly the same height. That is hard, let me tell you, but well done. So we have vanity and towel bar, and then here we have a toilet room, and on the opposite side we have the shower, and here we actually have a wall-mounted toilet. You can kind of see it keeps it very clean, very European, and the frosted glass gives you some privacy. So this is the architect Mike Soriano's design that he really loves, and we think works really well. So good size shower, not massive, but good size. Multiple shower heads in here, and this is all by Brizo, and they have a really wonderful design style right now that we're seeing is sort of mixed up with different colors, different shapes, industrial with traditional, transitional, really nice. Definitely worth taking a look at.